Salams and g'day, here we are. We're at the Glen Iris golf course and I've got an exclusive entrance, exclusive entry to be able to go to this hive that they've got. And apparently they've got 4 or 5 hives that I can have a look at today. So here we are. I'm just following the guy in the golf buggy. So we'll be making our way down to this hive and seeing what we can do with it. It's going to be pretty cool because having entrance like this is a good thing. So we'll have a look, see if they can be successfully removed and taken away to another property. Let's do it. Here we are at the Glen Iris golf course in Jandakot. We've got a little hive in a retic box again. In a retic box, the amount of retic boxes I've done this season, I don't know, it's got probably coming up to about 10 or 15 retic boxes this season. There's no shortage of hives, and in retic boxes, I guess it's the perfect location for bees who want to go in and start a new hive. So we'll have a look at this one that's over here. So I don't know how long these guys have been here for. The operators don't know how long they've been here for, so it could be a full box, and if it is, that'll be a decent hive, decent numbers. So we'll get in there, remove the bees and the comb, look for the queen, and leave the box here until this evening, come back and collect them, and move on to any other hives that I've got in the area. So at Hoagland Honeybees, it's all about interacting with the bees, which is most important, and the honey's but a bonus. So once we're finished with this one, we'll go out and look for another look and look at the other hives that they've got. They've got about 3 or 4 that I could possibly look at removing. So as soon as this is done, we'll go out and do number 2. See how we go. Another typical retic box. Got the hive situated there, so hopefully it won't be long to we remove the comb and find the queen and take these guys away. Should be fairly simple. I'm probably about 10 minutes through this removal. I've taken out a few comb sections of brood, and I'm not finding any eggs in this hive, indicating to me that this hive has gone queenless for some time. They don't have a queen, and another reason why I'm suggesting they've gone queenless is on this piece of comb, you see that peanut shaped cell that's hanging off the top of the comb section. That's what you call a queen cell, and a queen cell is basically what the bees develop and what the bees make if they want to rear their own queen. So it's likely that this swarm has recently that this hive is recently swarmed, or they've gone queenless somehow. The queen's probably died in that, and so what they've done is they've started to develop or rear one of their own queens from scratch. So that's exactly what you're looking at. That's a queen cell. It's due to hatch hopefully soon, so I'll place these guys in carefully into the box, because at the moment it doesn't appear as though they've got a queen. So we'll have a look, and if this queen cell hatches and she leaves a hive and gets mated, should then lead the colony and start getting the numbers back up. But I'm looking at this hive, doesn't look like there's a lot of bees in here, so it's indicating to me they've gone queenless sometimes. So yeah, I thought I'd share that, which is pretty cool. Another thing that's pretty cool is this little piece of comb that I found, which looks awfully like the shape of Australia. How cool is that? Ready? You've got the Great Australian Bite there at the bottom as well. Perfect. We can see the bees are now orientating to the box. There isn't a queen in there, but there was a handful of brood that was yet to hatch, and so that'll be enough for them to want to head into the box. Just a handful of bees down there remaining in the retic box. I'll come back again later on and move them away. And now we're going to move on to hive number 2 at Glen Iris golf course. Apparently the Glen Iris golf course is it's not a small golf course by any means. It's huge, and I've got a staff member to come out and take me to the other hive that they've got. So that first one, yeah, it was, you can safely say that was queenless. There was no queen in there, no eggs in there. There was some old brood that were still hatching, but for the most part there was no queen. Thankfully the queen, I did find 2 queen cells in there, and so they hopefully would hatch in time, and when those queens leave the colony, they'd hopefully get out and get mated, come back and start laying again, so the numbers could replenish and they'll be all good to go again. So we're not too far away from the second hive, so we'll go there, have a look, and remove these bees as well. Yeah, so we'll see a couple golfers about, and the little buggy just out in front of me. Very nice golf course, but plenty of food for the bees to forage around. That's probably why they've got so many bees here. I mean, they've got 5 or maybe 6 or 7 hives on the property, 5 of which that I could potentially remove, but yeah, there's just no shortage of bees. So this next hive is going to be interesting. I believe this one's going to be larger, so we'll get into the box and do what we do best. So we're at hive number 2, and this retic box was covered with a lot of grass, and that hole in the middle was the only thing that was exposed. So they had a beautiful little hive here, nice and tucked away underground. But we'll get in and begin this removal. See how we go. So we've opened up the retic box, and it's a little well that goes all the way down to a little retic switch or handle. I've removed a couple combs, a couple pieces of comb, and from what I'm seeing at the moment, I don't think we've got a queen in this one either. I'm not sure what's going on. We'll have a closer look, but at this point the combs that I've seen don't have any eggs in them, so I don't know, see how we go. You guessed it, another queenless hive. So it's 2 in a row now without a queen. Amazing. That's alright, we'll take these guys away and they'll become bees somewhere else. Hive number 3. Let's do it. Definitely the biggest out of the 3. Bit of honey in here. Hopefully there's a queen. 3rd time lucky. What do you think? Let's do it. Mission accomplished. Got all the brood comb out, and they're making their way into the box. I was just smoking the bees out, and queen came out to show herself as well, which is nice. So 2 removals in the day, 3 removals from the same property, and only 1 queen to show for it, only because the other two hives didn't have any queens, so this one did, and sure enough I caught her, so happy days. Let's get out of here.